Assalamu alaikum. Honorable Chief Guest, respected guest of honor, our worthy Vice Chancellor, respected deans, distinguished faculty members, dear students and participants. I, Dr. Sana Mirza, Chairperson, Department of Oral Pathology, welcome you all to the first undergraduate research conference organized by Liaquat University of Medical and Health Sciences, with the theme From Bench to Bedside, Translational Research in Medicine. This platform encourages critical thinking, evidence-based practice, and scientific spirit among undergraduate students. Today marks a historic moment as these great minds has brought us together, brilliant young minds, passionate researchers, and inspiring mentors under one roof to celebrate the spirit of inquiry and innovation. Let me take you to the roadmap of this conference. This conference comprises of 16 pre-conference workshops, 10 conference workshops, panel discussions, keynote talks, scholarly sessions, free paper sessions, poster presentations, quiz competition, and reel competition. The winners for the last 4 will be announced on Sunday at closing ceremony. Let us start this conference by the name of Allah, the most graceful and merciful. For that, I would like to invite Mr. Mohabbat Maiman to recite few words of Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. Start with the name of Allah, who is most merciful and beneficent. The most beneficent Allah. He has taught the mankind the Quran by His mercy. He created man. He taught him eloquent speech. The sun and the moon run on their fixed courses, calculated with a measure out stages for each, and herbs and trees both prostrate. And the heaven He has raised, and He has set up the balance, in order that you may not transgress. And observe the weight with equity, and do not make balance deficient. And the earth He has put for creatures, therein are fruits, date palms producing sheathed fruit stalks, and also the corn with its leaves and stalk for the fodder, and sweet scented plants. Then which of the blessing of your Lord will you both deny? آمنت بالله صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Jazakallah. Dear audience, I would request you all to rise for the national anthem. Now you may all take your seats. To begin formally the inaugural session, I would like to invite Professor Manzoor Ali Lateef, Chairperson Organizing Committee, to deliver the welcome address. Sir, please.
Respected worthy Vice Chancellor Professor Ikramuddin Ujjan Sahab, respected today's chief guest of this event, respected guest of honors of this event, respected faculty members, directors, deans, and dear student, Assalamu alaikum. I feel honored to be here to talk with you on the inaugural ceremony of this Medical Undergraduate Research Conference 2025. This is the first ever in the history of the public sector universities in the Sindh. We are going to organize this research conference. This is the vision of our worthy Vice Chancellor, Professor Ikramuddin Ujjan, to take a step which begin the era of the new beginning. And we have taken the step, and I think what we are looking, the excited faces of our students, and what we are seeing, the emotional attachment of all the students with this conference. I want to elaborate a few segments of this conference. There are keynote talks in this conference. There's a segment of the quiz competition in this conference, and record submission of the abstracts, more than 400. And this is the big achievement of the success of the conference, even in the start of this conference. So, inshallah, with the blessing of Allah, this conference will be successful, and we are highly thankful. Our worthy guests, they've honored us they come across from the various cities, and they honored us to be here. And inshallah, this conference will give you a path for the further success, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to invite our patron-in-chief of conference, our worthy Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Ikramuddin Ujjan, to come forward on podium and have some word of wisdom with us.
Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. Respected Mr. Mohammad Abbas Baloch, Secretary University and Board, Mr. Mohinuddin Siddiqui, Secretary Higher Education Commission of Sindh, Professor Razi Muhammad, Chancellor Ibn Sina University, Professor Gulshan Ali Memon, Vice Chancellor, People's University of Medical Health Sciences, Professor Seema Morai, Dr. Ghulam Mustafa Bhatt, Deans, Directors, Chairpersons, Chairmen, all faculty members, distinguished guests, and dear students, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. It gives me immense pleasure to address you today at Liaquat University of Medical and Health Sciences, Jamshoro, an institute with a proud legacy of excellence in education, research, and healthcare providers. Medical research is the backbone of progress in healthcare. Without it, medicine would remain static and unpredicted for new phases and new challenges. So research allows us to discover innovative drugs, develop vaccines, improve surgical techniques, and create diagnostic tools that save lives every day. It not only addresses the existing disease, but also prepare us to combat future health crises such as pandemic disease like COVID-19, antibiotic resistance, and lifestyle of the illness. At LUMHS, We are proud to foster a research culture that encourages curiosity and innovation. Our faculty and students are constantly engaged in projects that bridge laboratory work with patient care, ensuring that discoveries translate into real benefits for the society. Moreover, research creates the student habits of critical thinking, evidence-based practice, and lifelong learning qualities, which are the true qualities of the physicians. The artificial intelligence has revolutionized the approach of medicine and education system. At LUMHS, we are committed to integrate AI into teaching, research, and clinical services so that our graduates will be ready to serve in the healthcare system that's increasing, driven through technology. We had changed our teaching methodology from old traditional system to a new modular system. Alhamdulillah, we have adopted in MBBS as well as in the BGS program is a modular integrated teaching system. I feel immense pride to share that we are the first public sector university in Pakistan which have adopted the modular system in the dental sciences. We understand that move of the global academic community, keeping that we have now established the state-of-art examination center, which is fully computerized or paperless system of examination. So this entire has capacity to conduct the exam of up to 500 students in the LUMHS at any time, and we can conduct the 3,000 students exam throughout our affiliated colleges and centers.
सिंध की दूसरी बड़ी जामिया लियाकत मेडिकल एंड साइंसेज जामशोरो में MBBS समेत दीगर शोबों के इम्तिहानात अब कागज कलम की बजाय ऑनलाइन कंप्यूटर बेस्ड इम्तिहान का सिस्टम कायम कर दिया है.
So this is our examination center. So we can conduct the 500 students at a time. They can appear in the exam, and throughout in our affiliated college we can conduct the 3,000 students, examination of 3,000 students. And after the completion of the exam, within 1 minute, we can get the result of all students. And these are the comments of the students.
इस पे
You
ना
can listen here.
कोई किसी का कर सकता है, ना एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स मिल सकते हैं, ना पेपर चेंज हो सकता है, ना नाम चेंज हो सकता है. ये सिस्टम है उसी टाइम सबमिट हो जाता है.
चीज़ फीजिबल है क्योंकि पेपर पे मिस्टेक हो जाती है, उसको रिमूव नहीं कर सकते, आप ओवरराइट नहीं कर सकते, बहुत मुश्किल होती है. इसमें बहुत एक तो इजी है, क्विक है, टाइम सेविंग है और आसानी हो जाती है.
पहले हम पेपर पे राउंड अबाउट सर्किल करते थे एज अ बेसिक यूज, तो हम जब टिक करते थे तो हमें सर्किल पे डॉट करना होता था, तो किसी का सही आंसर भी गलत हो जाता था.
So the teachers serve as mentors during clinical rotations, as a role model in professional conduct, as a guideline in the ethical dilemmas. They remind students that while technology can support in decision making, but the heart of the medicine will always be compassion, integrity, and serve to humanity. Therefore, we must promote medical research as a driving force for the knowledge and innovation. So we must adopt artificial intelligence as a replacement for the human expertise, but as a partner in advancing healthcare and education. At LUMHS, we have already started this journey with the help of this qualified and technical skilled teachers. The combination of research, innovation with high ethical standards, expertise of teachers and students can ensure that our university continues to be a center of excellence, producing doctors and researchers which serve the skill, wisdom, and compassion. At the end, I will appreciate the efforts of Director Academic and his entire team for arranging such great events. I am proud of all of you, the students, the supervisor, and all of the faculty who took part in this conference. So thank you very much. Allah Hafiz, Pakistan Zindabad.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to invite our chief guest, Mr. Moinuddin Siddiqui, Secretary Sindh Health Education Commission, to have some inspiring word with us.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Dr. Ikram Ujjan Saab, Vice Chancellor, Liaquat University, Abbas Baloch Saab, Dr. Gulshan Saab, Dr. Aziz Saab, and all the dignitaries here, deans, faculty members, and dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I feel it's an honor for me that I am here among you. The research is an integral part of any university. It is a mandatory requirement that every university should involve themselves in research. It is the need of hour that our medical universities should focus on meaningful research. So I congratulate Dr. Ikram Saab and his entire team for the conduct of this very needy conference. It was much needed here in our medical field. So I congratulate all of you for the conduct of this conference. All the faculty members and the students, when they involve in research, it will definitely explore new avenues and it will solve the problems of our society. Medicine and medical field, medical education is of much importance for us. In Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala urged the humans to involve in research, to gain knowledge. And in modern world, the universities are focused on research. So I request all the faculty members to kindly focus on research more, because in your field, there is very little time for research. Most of the faculty members are on clinical sites, so they have their other responsibility. But in addition to that, if they can find some time for their research, it will be helpful for their universities, but for the society itself. So once again, I congratulate all the organizers and especially the Vice Chancellor. And I assure all of you that Sindh Higher Education Commission is always there to support every university, faculty members and the students for the betterment of higher education in the province. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring and motivational words. Moving forward, now I would like to invite Professor Dr. Gulshan Ali Memon, Vice Chancellor, People's University of Medical and Health Sciences, to have some inspiring words with us.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The most honorable chief guest of this occasion, Mr. Moinuddin Ahmed, Secretary, Sindh Higher Education Commission, the most honorable, respected Abbas Ali Saab, the Secretary, University and Boards, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of the Liaquat University, the esteemed faculty, the distinguished guests, the vivid stars of this university, my dear students, Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I am very thankful to the Vice Chancellor of this university to consider me as a guest of honor on such a galaxy of the scholars. I feel proud to be here on the podium, being the student of the erstwhile Liaquat Medical College. Now, there is a conflict in between my mind and heart, and really, I know not and cannot find very suitable words to describe and prescribe my emotion of the heart. With what words I can say you and greet you for such a nice conference. So my cordial congratulations to every one of you. And as being a part and a similar stakeholder, I appreciate your endeavors. These conferences are very necessary because they develop your critical and crucial minds. You will produce very new ideas and discoveries, and ultimately these inferences serve the greater interest of the public. But as being one of the academicians, we feel that it's a great burden on the custodian of the universities to evolve, progress the nation and a young generation to meet the rising sun. It's unfortunate that when you see the volumes of the research, it comes into the thousands, but if we see that what sort of the reward from this research is going towards the public, it's not sufficient. So I feel that we must have to fill the gaps, and we must have to be a very obsessive, enthusiastic, and have a very esteemed spirit as a doctor to go and serve the downtrodden, poor peoples of Pakistan. I feel it's highly obliged to say a one term which have a different connotation and accent with the different peoples. It is the alma mater, not the mater. These are the two words. Alma means a beneficial, which progress you, and mater means the mother. So the worldly meaning of the alma mater is a mother which give you the benefit, which give you the status, which give you the everything. So in educated peoples, there are two mothers. One is the mother who gave us the birth, and other is the mother, that is the institution who gives us the respect, honor, and everything up to the last day of our life. So we must have to consider and think for alma mater. Having this in my mind, I left all my busy schedules and come over here to get the honor from my alma mater, being the student of this college. I hope that you are not the second in Pakistan. So your great minds will no doubt will touch the rising sun, because I know that every one of the students have the gem of jury in their fist. So at the last but not the least, I will say forward, forward to meet the rising sun. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. Moving forward, now I would like to invite our esteemed guest, Mr. Muhammad Abbas Balod, Secretary, Universities and Boards Department, Government of Sindh, to address our audience.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Worthy Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Ikram Mujand, Mr. Muinuddin Saab, Secretary Higher Education Commission, Dr. Gulshan Memon, Vice Chancellor, People's Medical University, Health Sciences, Dr. Azim Mohammed, Chancellor, Ibn Sina University, Dr. Seema Nasir Morai, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Mustafa Bhatt, Chairman, Bhitai Dental College, Deans, faculty members, my young friends, the students, Assalamu alaikum, and very good evening. It gives me immense pleasure to join you today undergraduate research conference of LUMHS Jamshoro. I wish to congratulate Vice Chancellor, faculty members, organizers for creating platform where the next generation doctors and the researchers can showcase their talent, ideas, and their vision. The theme of this conference, From Bench to Bedside, a traditional research and medicine, is both timely and proud. What does it mean? In simple words, we say it means taking discoveries made in laboratories and transferring into the treatment. Diagnostic and preventive strategies that directly improve human life. This is the bridge between knowledge and healing, between curiosity and cure. When look medicine in history, we find that greatest breakthrough, antibiotic, vaccines, surgical techniques, and most recently COVID-19 diagnostics vaccines were made possible because research did not remain confident in laboratory. It was transferred practice, reaching to hospital, doctor, and most importantly, patient. Dear students, this is the lesson I want you to carry to your homes today. Research is not something distant or abstract. It is begins with the question in your mind, with curiosity in your heart, and with the courage to explore the unknown. And even undergraduates, you can contribute. Every great scientist once the good where you are standing today. Pakistan, especially our province of Sindh, is facing unique health challenges, infectious disease, malnutrition, non-communicable disease like diabetes, hypertension, and now growing this threat of climate change, floods, and all heavy rains that change. Who will solve these problems? I cannot always import knowledge from abroad. It must be from our universities, our own young researchers who can design solution and tailor our people. This is required from individual patient, but also teamwork, collaboration. Medicine today cannot progress in isolation. We need doctor, working engineers, computer scientists, and data analysis, and biotechnologists. The future of medicine is interdisciplinary. But all of you, we need integrity in dedication. Research without ethics can harm. Research without purpose remain unread. Research that is honest, innovative, people-centered, that can change the destinies. I want to remember this prescription can treat the one patient, but discovery can save the millions. That is the true power of medical research. I assure you that leadership at this every level value such initiative and will continue to support, encourage the culture and research and innovation at LUMHS. Let me end, congratulate the presenters, participants, organizers, and once again I have conference become not just annual, but at the moment to make a university center of knowledge, discovery, and service to the humanity. May Allah guide you all in a noble cause and bless your efforts with a success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your motivational words, especially emphasizing the research. Today, we are truly privileged to have with us our distinguished academician and an inspiring researcher, Professor Dr. Razi Mohammed, Chancellor Ibn Sina University, Mirpur Khas. Sir is internationally renowned surgeon and educationist. I would like to invite him to deliver the inaugural talk for our medical undergraduate research conference, LUMHS.
F5 तो जी चलती रहेगी स्लाइड है बस सही है
ये स्लाइड चेंज ठीक है ठीक यहाँ से भी हो जाएगा ना यहाँ से भी हो सकता है यहाँ से ठीक है मैं इसे कर दूँ औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम respected vice chancellors and chief guests, respected academicians, senior professors, respected guests, and my dear students. I don't think that many people realize what an important day today is in the history of Liaquat University, in the history of academics, of medicine of Sindh. I don't think there has ever been a day when 400 plus students have produced new knowledge in the form of scientific research that is being published here. I mean, there have been times when the head of the states have visited this university. They have been sitting here, they have graced the day. They were great days. But today is even greater than that when these children, these young people have produced research and made everybody, all of us, of course, especially the Vice Chancellor and the senior professors, but us also, anybody who's attached in any capacity to the Liaquat University is very proud of all these students who have done these things. And I am also grateful that I have been given the privilege of talking on the topic. So those students who are participating, I would like few minutes of your time. I would not take long time, but I would like you to concentrate completely to understand this thing, which is perhaps one of the most important concepts in medical research. So obviously it is not so easy, but I'll try to explain with examples so that when you leave your seats today, you will be much more knowledgeable than when you have come to attend this meeting. And it is the thinking. To you who think that they have done a small thing, I'm especially talking to the younger people. Those who think that they have done a small thing by producing a paper, by doing a research, I'll tell you a share, a couplet, कि जहाने ताज़ा की, सब जहाने ताज़ा की, अफ़कारे ताज़ा से है नमूद. It's your thinking. जहाने ताज़ा की, अफ़कारे ताज़ा से है नमूद, कि संगो खिश से होते नहीं जहाँ पैदा. These big buildings, these lights, all of these are very good. But it is your thinking, it's your actual research, it's your work that counts. And in Quran also Allah Ta'ala says, and I'll read the translation, that we will show them seekers. What are you? You are the seeker. Our science in the universe and in their own selves, in your bodies, in your medicine, in your surgery, until it becomes manifest to them what is the truth. So even the Almighty wants you to do research and come out with the new ideas. Now, what is translational research? Translation, you all understand the meaning of translation. And that is what it means here. You know the basic sciences, you read anatomy, you read physiology, you read pathology, you read pharmacology, and that you do the research on the lab. Why do you do that research? Once you have completed your research, you come out with an idea, you come out with a conclusion, and then that conclusion is taken by the clinicians. And then they take it to the ward and see if it applies on the patients or not. If it is useful for the patients, it may come out as a form of a diagnostic test for the pathologist, like your great Vice Chancellor, or like the great clinicians that are sitting here, in the form of drugs. So moving from the basic sciences, research on basic sciences, and translating it to the clinical science is what this it is. So in the next few minutes, I'll be taking you talking more and more about it with the examples as well. But the bench, what is the bench? Bench is the research in the basic sciences. You go to the pathology, you cut the slide, says you find out something, you publish your research. Many of you, I mean, there are thousands of people who are doing post-graduation here, and they are doing basic research. And though that basic research is the bench, and the clinicians in the wards, they are translating it to the bedside. So while bench is the basic science research, the bedside is the clinical science research, applying the ideas that produced by the scientists of the basic sciences into the clinics. But it's not easy, it's time consuming. The average time from laboratory discovery, that is bench, to clinical application, that is bedside, exceeds 7.5 to 15 years. Some may be little quicker, some may take even longer, but it is 7.5 to 15 years. So my salute to all those scientists who work there and spend a large part of their lives. 85% of biomedical research investment fail to deliver patient benefit within 20 years. Only 15% have any clinical benefit. And 1 in 5,000 compounds entering preclinical testing reaches FDA approval. Developing, that costs $1 to $2.5 billion. When a new medicine comes in the market, it's not cheap. It's time consuming as well as money consuming. So average is, I'm talking about average, there may be less or more, but it's $1 to $2.5 billion. There are 5 stages. If you are developing a drug, I'm sorry that some people can't see it, but even if you can see the top of it, you can see this is very important. I think every doctor and clinician and every medical student should know these stages, these 5 stages. First stage is the drug discovery. Even before they go to the laboratory and do the testings, there is a discovery of the drug. There is a hypothesis. There is a thinking, and they think that a drug can be developed. Once it's developed, then it goes to the bench. And preclinical studies which take 1 to 2 years. And in that study, it is found that they find about the drug. And it's done on animals and other things. Then the third step is the clinical trial. Clinical trial, I want you to remember one thing, that phase 0, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4 studies. Remember these things. Some people call it T0, T1, T2, T3, T4. Don't be confused, the same thing. So what is the T0? I'll come to it in a minute. But from T0 to T3 takes 4 to 7 years. And then they are submitted for the approval. Famously, in America, it is called FDA approval. That takes 1 to 2 years. And then there are post-market, they come into the market and doctors are told that, like some of the senior clinicians are sitting here, they are told if you find any side effect, any event with this medicine, please dial this number and report. And that's when it comes there. Preclinical phases में in vitro, so before anything, that is, then in vivo, which is the tissues, ex vivo, then they are done outside the body, and in silico nowadays, which is basically the computerized and AI nowadays. This is the one which is the clinical trials I was talking about, 5 phases. Phase 0, and then phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, FDA approval, and phase 4. Now, in order to understand, I'll not take much time, but I'll give you few very important historical examples which have changed the phase of the medicine. Please look at your seniors, at your predecessors, how they have worked. You know that insulin for diabetes didn't come out of somewhere, there was some real work behind it. People have worked very hard. And once the pancreas was developed and insulin was detected from there in 1920s, in 1910 there was no concept of insulin. In 1920s they found out that pancreas produces a hormone called insulin. And then it was taken to the bedside. Remember that before 1920, everybody with type 1 diabetes was doomed to die. He couldn't survive. He couldn't survive. But this historical work made type 1 diabetes from a fatal disease, inevitably fatal disease, to a chronic disease, manageable disease. So look at this work. Now, similar thing happened with hypercholesterolemia, cardiac defibrillator. Now this is one for the example for the surgeons. Louis Pasteur was a French, this is my favorite one. Louis Pasteur was a French scientist, and he was a great scientist with many theories. The most popular was the germ theory of diseases. He was born in 1822, and in 1950s he discovered that behind many diseases there are very small organisms called germs, bacteria. So he produced that. And there was another person who was his contemporary, just a few years younger. He was born in Edinburgh. Now from France to Edinburgh, bench at France and bedside at Edinburgh. He found that carbolic acid, the surgeons they understand it better than probably me, but for the students, carbolic acid, he applied carbolic acid to the surgical wounds. And between 1861 to 65, do you know how many people died of operation, after operation? From sepsis, almost half of them. You do 100 operations, 50 will die. 45 will die. So what's the point of operating? But then this great Joseph Lister started applying this carbolic acid, and in the next 5 years, he reduced the mortality from 45 to 15%. One of the greatest progress in the field of surgery. Yeah, clap for him, a great surgeon. Okay, then you all know about the Alexander Fleming's, when he discovered the penicillin, and then in 1940s, especially in the Second World War, penicillin saves millions of lives, and that was a great achievement. Again, from bedside to the bench, again, our translational research. In cancer also you see, chemotherapy has developed. And this is again one of my favorite ones, tamoxifen. You know, in the 1960s, tamoxifen was identified as something which had anti-estrogen properties. Anti-estrogen. And they started testing it for, have a guess? There are gynecologists sitting here, they will tell you. They started testing that this can be used to prevent any pregnancy. And they found that it didn't prevent. They applied it on the animals, and the animals kept getting on pregnant. So basically the study failed. However, scientists have got a curious mind. That's why I said कि जहाने ताज़ा की अफकारे ताज़ा से नमूद. So they started thinking. They said there are some diseases which are estrogen dependent. Let's see them. And they found that the breast cancer, some of the breast cancers are estrogen positive, receptor positive. And they applied on that. And that reduced the mortality from breast cancer remarkably. And then in the 1970s, it was, when I was studying, then it was allowed to be used in breast cancer. And in 1990s, when I had become a surgeon, I had completed my FRCS. At that time, they have allowed it for, if you children have got some family history of breast cancer, then maybe it's time that you should think about giving it to your mothers and aunties, and it will prevent breast cancer in them, reduce the chance drastically. So this is a great tool. There are many other new things. I can go on, but I think I've taken a lot of time. But I'm sure that you, as we sit here, you understand what a great day this is for the Liaquat University, and indeed for the medical world of entire Sindh. So I congratulate all the people sitting here, but most of all I congratulate the students of Liaquat University and the affiliated colleges who are coming here to present papers. My salute to all of them. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your such a statistically significant, valuable insight. Dear audience, I would like to draw your attention towards one of the achievement of our undergraduate students. They basically participated in the research competition held at China at last year, where they won 2 silver and 3 bronze medals in 2024. In 2025, our students were able to win 1 silver and 5 bronze medal at the same competition. And these are 3 of the students who achieved fully funded fellowship, Masters in Public Health program exclusively meant for our university, that is Liaquat University of Medical and Sciences. Now let's move on to the presentation by one of our students, Mohammad Owais, on the topic Impact of Research on Students. He's a final year student and he has got 28 international publications, which include collaborations with Howard, Jersey Shore University, USA, and Cambridge, UK.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. As a student, today is one of the historical days in our academic life because it marks the inauguration of the MURC. MURC is basically Medical Undergraduate Research Conference that is basically designed for the medical undergraduate students of this university. And वैसे तो these conferences are very rare in our region, but we are very fortunate enough to witness such an amazing conference. And conferences like these enhances our academic and professional growth. Conferences like this enhances our academic and professional growth, our networking and collaborating opportunities, our career advancement, and our personal development. And we are extremely thankful to all the minds behind such an amazing conference, especially our worthy Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Ikramuddin Ujjan, and Chairman of the conference, Professor Dr. Manzoor Lateef. I have 28 international publications, and I would be sharing my research journey with all of you. So when I started my research, 2 साल पहले उस टाइम पे रिसर्च के बारे में इतना ज़्यादा लोगों में अवेयरनेस नहीं होती थी, तो it was something new for us. So whenever you are doing anything new, so there is always a curiosity. That curiosity came to me after joining LinkedIn. तो वहाँ पर I used to see many students from different universities doing researches. तो मेरे भी दिल में आया कि यार हमें भी रिसर्च करनी चाहिए. Why not from LUMHS? We can also do that research. So the curiosity is always followed by taking certain steps. Those include guidance from seniors and professors, taking online courses and workshops. And we should always start from very small. I started from small studies like case report, editorials. Then I moved to the reviews, original studies, and meta-analysis. Then a couple of my original studies are published in American Heart Association and SN Comprehensive Clinical Medicine. And besides that, मेरे 3 एब्स्ट्रैक्ट प्रेजेंट किए गए हैं इन हार्ट रिदम कॉन्फ्रेंस अमेरिका, 2 in TSC कॉन्फ्रेंस अमेरिका, 1 is JSCI कॉन्फ्रेंस अमेरिका, 1 in AHT hypertension कॉन्फ्रेंस अमेरिका, 1 in DIMC Karachi. This is my picture in DIMC Karachi. I still remember I went there in February. तो वहाँ पर मेरे दिल में ख्वाहिश थी कि यार ये कॉन्फ्रेंस हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर भी हो, हम क्यों कहीं और जाए, हम अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर भी कॉन्फ्रेंस करें. And it is happening for the first time. We are extremely thankful, sir. What is the importance of research and research conferences? As I already told you about the research conference importance, and as I already told that it is rare in our universities, it helped me grow, network, and learn. I would be sharing my thing that because of my research, I have collaborated with world-renowned researchers from Harvard, from Cambridge, from Jersey Shore Medical Universities, and all of those are program directors in America. And I am USMLE aspirant, and because of research, I have made connection with the program director from America. And what are the rewards that we get from research? Well, doing research is itself a reward. I will be sharing a couple of my rewards to you. That I have been nominated for the Young Researcher Award twice, one from the American College of Cardiology and one from the Coronary Artery Disease Association America. Besides that, I am also serving as peer reviewer of multiple international journals like Springer Nature, Biomed Central journals, and Bashir journals. And research is not about keeping knowledge to yourself, it's about distributing. So as a payback, I have mentored 30+ students from this university, and out of those, more than a dozen of students have managed to publish their first article. And the key message to all the undergraduate students around there would be, it's never too late to start. Start small, go big. Perseverance plus curiosity plus hard work is the main factor, and consistency is the key. And don't ever lose your hope. And इस कॉन्फ्रेंसेस हो रही है तो एक फील आता है कि वी आर प्राउड लाकेथियंस. बट ये चीज़ एक सवाल आता है मेरे दिमाग में कि वाई नाउ. बट इसका मैं जवाब देना चाहूँगा आपको. We are always proud Lakeithians, and we are always proud Lakeithians. We will forever be proud Lakeithians. But when you see your university growing, it's always produce immense joy and happiness attending such conferences, seeing new buildings, witnessing your mother institution dominate the national rankings, among other things, always make you feel like a proud Laketians. So I am extremely thankful to the LUMHS University for making us proud Laketian. But sir, is thank you enough for all the efforts that are taken by the university and vice chancellor? So sir, thank you is not enough and it would never be enough. But we are grateful and will always remain thankful to all the efforts from our university, teachers, and especially our worthy vice chancellor, Professor Ikramuddin Ujjan. We are ready to pay back to our worthy LUMHS and all the respected teachers whenever they need us. And the last but not least, I would be giving thanks to all of my teachers who supported me in my research journey. Professor Dr. Asadullah Makhdoom, Professor Kashif Sheikh, Madam Farhana Rajpur, Madam Faria Fatma, and so many other teachers. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mohammad Awais. Now it's time for a few of the role plays that our students have prepared. So first of all, we are going to have a role play by the name of Knowledge Beyond Books, the Spirit of Research. Let's welcome the students with a huge round of applause.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम क्लास, आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे एपिडेमियोलॉजी।
सर, मैंने कैलकुलेट किया है, हमारी क्लास का प्रेवलेंस ऑफ लेट एंट्री 90% है और ये डेली बेसिस पे बढ़ता ही जा रहा है।
अली बेटा, तुम्हारी ज़िंदगी एक दिन रिसर्च ही बन जाएगी, लेकिन अभी तुम्हारी हरकतें कार्टून जैसी लग रही हैं और तुम्हें देख के लगता है कि तुम्हारी लेजीनेस की प्रेवलेंस 100% है।
सर, ये बताइए पाकिस्तान में थायराइड का इंसिडेंस क्या है?
इंसिडेंस पाकिस्तान में ये तो मुझे भी नहीं पता।
आप तो टीचर हैं, आपको तो पता होना चाहिए।
आई विश कि हम टीचर्स एक जादूगर होते।
फिक्र ना करें सर, मैं चैट जीपीटी कर लेता हूँ।
बेटा, इंसिडेंस और प्रेवलेंस चैट जीपीटी पे नहीं मिलता, ये डेटा खुद कलेक्ट करना पड़ता है और उसके लिए रिसर्च होती है।
सर जैसी कर लेते हैं ना।
बोल दीजिए 40%, काम हो गया।
वाह अहमद, अच्छा फिर तुम अपना अगला पेपर भी गैस करके ही पास कर लेना।
सर, अगर क्लास में फालतू बात करना एक सब्जेक्ट होता तो अहमद और अली तो गोल्ड मेडल लेकर ही ग्रेजुएट होते।
सर ये तो पर्सनल हो रहा है।
अच्छा ना, सब पता लग जाएगा, अभी वर्बल टेस्ट लेते हैं। अहमद बेटा बताओ, व्हाट इज बोन?
सर बोन इज अ हार्ड स्ट्रक्चर विच सपोर्ट्स एंड प्रोटेक्ट्स द बॉडी।
अच्छा नाम तो बताओ।
सर मेरा अली और इसका अहमद। ओ भाई, ओ सॉरी सर, मतलब मेरा अहमद और इसका अली।
अरे अपना नहीं, बोन का।
ओह सॉरी सॉरी सर, ये वाली अच्छी लग रही है, ये उठा लेता हूँ।
ओके।
सर एक मिनट, याद आ रहा है, एक मिनट सर। सर हिप बोन।
लगता है तुम्हारे दिमाग में हड्डी फंस गई है।
सर अम्मी जान कहती थी जितना मजबूत दिमाग उतना तगड़ा, इसलिए सोचा हड्डी डलवा दूं।
चलो छोड़ो इसे, जो पढ़ के आए हो वही बता दो।
सर अगर पढ़ा होता यहाँ थोड़ी बैठा होता।
बेटा तुम यही बता दो, व्हाट इज प्रेवलेंस?
सर प्रेवलेंस मतलब जो चीज सबसे ज्यादा चल रही हो, जैसे बिरयानी, चाय और टिकटॉक।
बेटा तुमसे ना हो पाएगा।
सारा योर टर्न। प्रेवलेंस?
सर, प्रिवेलेंस इज द टोटल नंबर ऑफ केसेस ऑफ अ डिजीज इन अ पॉपुलेशन एट अ गिवन टाइम। लेकिन पाकिस्तान के लिए हमें एग्जैक्ट प्रिवेलेंस मालूम करना है तो हमें रिसर्च करनी होगी।
ये लो, मैडम ने फिर से रिसर्च शुरू कर दी। एग्जाम क्लियर होते नहीं है और इनको रिसर्च करनी है।
एटलीस्ट तुम्हारे और तुम्हारी दोस्त की तरह बिरयानी, चाय, टिकटॉक और शादी की तो नहीं पड़ी है ना। हम डॉक्टर्स हैं और एक डॉक्टर के साथ साथ इस सोसाइटी के मेंबर्स। हमारी एक ड्यूटी बनती है अपने पेशेंट्स की तरफ।
तुम लोग समझते नहीं, रिसर्च का मतलब बस एक्स्ट्रा बर्डन नहीं है। विदाउट रिसर्च तुम सिर्फ अंदाजा लगा सकते हो और पेशेंट के साथ गैस वर्क नहीं चलता।
चलो चलो सब, वार्ड का टाइम हो गया है। सारा, मुझे लगता था रिसर्च सिर्फ एक बोरिंग पेपर है, लेकिन पेशेंट को देखकर लगता है कि ये उनके लिए एक उम्मीद है।
एग्जैक्टली जब हम डेटा कलेक्ट करते हैं वो सिर्फ नंबर्स नहीं होते, हर नंबर के पीछे एक इंसान की कहानी होती है।
बेटा डॉक्टर बनके हम जैसे मरीजों की मदद जरूर करना।
जी सर, इसीलिए हम आपकी कहानी लिख रहे हैं ताकि कल आप जैसे पेशेंट्स का इलाज और बेहतर हो।
सारा शायद तुम सही कह रही थी, अगर रिसर्च नहीं होती तो हम इन लोगों के लिए कुछ नहीं कर सकते थे।
याद रखो, रिसर्च बोरिंग लग सकती है, लेकिन इस बोरिंग कागज में लाखों जिंदगियां होती हैं। और जब तुम रिसर्च करते हो, तुम सिर्फ डॉक्टर नहीं, तुम इंसानियत के वकील बन जाते हो।
ट्यूमर्स सिर्फ शोर मचाते हैं, वो लोगों को उलझा देते हैं, डर पैदा करते हैं, लेकिन कभी सच सामने नहीं लाते। रिसर्च खामोश होती है, लेकिन उसकी ताकत आवाज़ों से ज़्यादा बुलंद होती है। रिसर्च सच को रोशन करती है, हकीकत को सामने लाती है और इंसानियत को हील करती है। जब आप रिसर्च करते हो तो आप सिर्फ लिखते नहीं, आप इंसानियत को एक नई उम्मीद देते हो, और ये उम्मीद ही असल इलाज है।
Thank you so much, students. Now we have a second role play that is by the students of Institute of Dentistry with the theme Dentistry 30 years back and now.
Hello.
तुम ना मैं मुंह की तरफ कर देना उससे प्यार बस हाँ बोलेगा ना दो
माइक
ही
नहीं चल रहा चल रहा हेलो
अस्सलाम वालेकुम दादा जान।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम बेटा।
दादा आज आपकी वजह से मेरी ओपीडी में ले हो गई।
अच्छा बेटा।
हमारे एचओडी ने कहा आपके दादा अपने टाइम के एक अजीम डेंटिस्ट हुआ करते थे।
हाँ बेटा।
दादा वैसे आपके टाइम पे डेंटिस्ट्री कैसी हुआ करती थी?
हमारे टाइम पे?
जी दादा।
आओ बताता हूँ।
जी दादा।
30 years ago.
ठीक है, आपने उनकी आरसीटी कर दी थी। ठीक है, फिर दूसरा पेशेंट है, वो कब आएगा?
डॉक्टर साहब ये हमारा छठा विजिट है, अब हमारे को कब आना पड़ेगा?
भाई तुम्हारा तो सिर्फ छठा विजिट है, हम भी तो रोज आते हैं, तुम भी आ जाओ। और तुम्हारा सिर्फ छठा विजिट है। शबनम को देखो, शबनम की 20 विजिट में आरसीटी हुई थी, फिर भी शबनम कुछ नहीं बोली।
सर उसे तो आप नहीं छोड़े थे।
अरे तुम तो चुप करो। चलो भाई बैठो, तुम्हारी आरसीटी करता हूँ। मुंह खोलो, मुंह खोलो बड़ा। अरे यार कमर में भी दर्द हो रहा है, सही से कुछ नज़र भी नहीं आ रहा। अब पेशेंट को कैसे बताऊं, मुझे एक्सेस नहीं मिल रहा। मुंह खोलो।
सर 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 शबनम आ गई।
शबनम आ गई।
डॉक्टर साहब निकालो।
अब आपका काम होगा 7वें विजिट में। अभी आज आपका काम नहीं होगा, आप चले जाएं और आप शबनम को भेज दें।
ओके सर।
Present day.
दादा ये देखो।
अरे बेटा ये क्या मॉडर्न जमाने का चश्मा है?
दादा चश्मा नहीं, इसे लूप्स कहते हैं। इससे आपको दांत इतना बड़ा नजर आता है।
वो जो इतना बड़ा नजर आता है वो दांत है?
हाँ जी।
अच्छा जी।
दादा आपको पता है आजकल तो लम्स में आरसीटी भी एक ही दिन में उड़ा देते हैं।
है बेटा?
जी दादा।
वो कैसे बेटा?
दादा ऐसे, ये देखो ये है एंडो मोटर।
कौन सी मोटर?
एंडो मोटर।
एंडो मोटर।
दादा इसके इस्तेमाल से आप ना सिर्फ आरसीटी एक दिन में उड़ा सकते हो, बल्कि जो आपके कमर का दर्द है वो भी खत्म हो जाता है।
अच्छा बेटा वो कैसे?
दादा मॉडर्न जमाना है, मॉडर्न इन्वेंशन है।
अच्छा
दादा वैसे ये तो था क्लिनिकल एक्सपोजर, लेकिन ये जो 8 विजिट वाली आरसीटी है ये आपने सीखी कैसे?
बेटा आज तुम्हारे सवाल ने मुझे मेरी यूनिवर्सिटी लाइफ का एक बहुत ही हसीन लम्हा याद दिला दिया।
वो क्या दादा?
आओ बताता हूँ।
जी दादा।
40 years ago, daughter's university life.
हाँ बेटा, इस दांत की आरसीटी कर लो।
लेकिन मैम हमने तो अभी आरसीटी के बारे में कुछ सीखा ही नहीं है।
अरे भाई, पेशेंट पे करोगे तो ही तो सीखोगे।
मैम कर दें स्टार्ट?
हाँ हाँ कर दो। तुम उसके इंसाइजर का चेम्बर ओपन कर लो, मैं तब तक समोसे पकौड़े खा के आती हूँ।
ठीक है मैम, मुंह खोलें। यार मैम ने कहा था इंसाइजर का चेम्बर ओपन करो, अब लेटरल या सेंट्रल ये तो मैम ने बताया नहीं। एक काम करता हूँ, लेटरल का चेम्बर ओपन कर देता हूँ, ये छोटा लग रहा है। मुंह खोलें।
1 hour later.
डॉक्टर साहब इतनी देर हो गई, कितना टाइम लगेगा?
भाई इस प्रोसीजर में टाइम लगता है, जैसे ही हो जाएगा आपको फील आएगी। मुझे काम तो करने दो। मुंह खोलें।
हाँ भाई, कितना काम हुआ है इसका?
मैम हो गया काम।
दिखाओ। ये क्या कर दिया, सेंटर की जगह लेटर का चेम्बर ओपन कर लिया।
मैम हम समझे आपने सेंटर का कहा था।
अच्छा उसको छोड़ो, अब सेंटर पे काम शुरू करो।
मैम अब सेंटर पे काम शुरू करते हैं?
हाँ भाई, ऐसे ही तो सीखोगे। अब 32 दांत हमारे सीखने के ही तो होते हैं।
ठीक है मैम, मुंह खोलें।
नहीं डॉक्टर साहब नहीं।
अरे मुंह खोलें। अरे कहाँ जा रहे हो? रुको। अरे रुको कहाँ जा रहे हो?
Present day.
दादा वैसे ये तो बहुत बुरा हुआ, लेकिन दादा मेरा एक सवाल है।
पूछो बेटा।
पहली आरसीटी पेशेंट पे क्यों?
तो बेटा क्या मेंढक पे करता?
अरे दादा आजकल मॉडर्न दौर है, हम लम्स में साइमुलेशन बेस्ड लर्निंग करते हैं। इसमें क्या होता है कि आप पेशेंट पे करने से पहले डमीज और टाइपोडॉन्ट्स पे काम करते हो, इससे पेशेंट को हार्म भी नहीं होता।
अच्छा वो कैसे बेटा?
आइए ऐसे।
We are privileged to announce that Liaquat University of Medical and Health Sciences Jamshoro has one of the biggest and most advanced skill labs in the country. यहाँ हमारे तलबा स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट सिमुलेशन डमीज पर ट्रेनिंग हासिल करते हैं, जहाँ उन्हें असल क्लिनिकल सूरत हाल का तजुर्बा होता है, मगर एक सेफ और कंट्रोल्ड इन्वायरमेंट के साथ। हमारे यहाँ 30 से ज़्यादा सिमुलेशन डमीज मौजूद हैं। हर डमी के साथ एडवांस्ड कैमरा सिस्टम भी अटैच्ड है। हर कदम पर स्टूडेंट्स की रहनुमाई करती है हमारी हाईली क्वालिफाइड फैकल्टी। एट लम्स वी आर नॉट जस्ट प्रोड्यूसिंग डेंटिस्ट, बल्कि ऐसे लीडर्स जो कल को ओरल हेल्थ को नए दौर में लेकर जाएंगे। यह है मुस्तकबिल की डेंटिस्ट्री और इसका आगाज़ होता है यहाँ लम्स जामशोरो से।
वाह बेटा, ये तो बहुत अच्छा हो गया है।
हाँ दादा। दादा वैसे मेरा एक आखिरी सवाल है, अगर आप बोले तो पूछ लूं।
आज तुम मेरे माजी के सारे राज उगलवा लो बेटा।
दादा आपका क्लिनिक अगर इतना रनिंग था तो आप पेशेंट का डेटा किस सॉफ्टवेयर से मेंटेन रखते थे?
अरे बेटा, हमारे टाइम पे सॉफ्टवेयर तो होते नहीं थे, लिहाजा हम पेशेंट का जो भी डेटा था वो एक मैजिक बॉक्स में रखा करते थे।
अरे दादा मजाक छोड़े,
आज लगता है तुम्हें अपना मैजिक बॉक्स दिखाना ही पड़ेगा।
दादा छिपकली।
हाँ बेटा, पुराना हो गया है, पुराना हो गया है। ये देखो
दादा कॉकरोचेस और कुछ निकल जाएगा।
का रिकॉर्ड देखो बेटा।
नहीं दादा बस।
ये देखो एक सिरा।
दादा ये तो ब्लैक मैजिक है।
ये देखो एक सिरा।
अरे दादा छोड़े, मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि लियाकत यूनिवर्सिटी में पेशेंट का डेटा कैसे मेंटेन रखा जाता है। चाहे 10 दिन हो या 10 साल, एक क्लिक पे पेशेंट का डेटा सारा आपके सामने होता है। हाँ
वो
दादा।
कैसे बेटा?
अरे एक क्लिक की कीमत आप क्या जानो दादा जान।
अच्छा
आइए दिखाता हूँ कैसे।
Searching for history, treatment records and progress notes often waste precious time. But now, innovation has transformed the way we work. With our smart dental software, patient information is just one click away. From medical history and diagnostics to treatment plans and follow-ups, everything appears instantly in one secure place. And it's not just for clinical care. It aids in research. Researchers can now analyze hundreds of cases, identify trends, and publish evidence-based findings faster than ever before. One click, endless possibilities, smarter records, smarter research, smarter dentistry.
वाह वाह बेटा, वाह वाह, ये तो आला इनोवेशन आ गया है।
दादा वैसे सारे सवाल तो हो गए, एक कहानी तो अधूरी रह गई।
वो क्या बेटा?
दादा वो शबनम तो अधूरी रह गई, शबनम कहाँ है आजकल?
अरे बेटा वही तो एक कहानी मेरी जिंदगी में मुकम्मल हुई है।
मतलब?
शबनम तुम्हारी दादी बेटा।
हाँ?
लम्स डेंटिस्ट्री
जिंदाबाद,
लम्स।
जिंदाबाद।
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we will move on to the last role play for today, and the theme for that is तालीम की रूह है हुनर।
चल रहा था उसका क्या हुआ? हाँ यार अच्छा हुआ तुम डबल क्लिक। सर खालिक आपका जो रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट चल रहा था उसका क्या हुआ? हाँ यार अच्छा हुआ तुमने याद दिला दिया। मेरा रिसर्च ग्रुप पता नहीं कहाँ रह गया। MURC भी सर पर है और उनका कुछ अता पता नहीं है। नाम क्या था यार उसका? महेश। हाँ महेश, उसको कॉल करके देखता हूँ।
हेलो।
हेलो महेश, कहाँ पर हो?
सर हम लोग स्कूल आए हैं आपके सुपरविजन में, जो हम रिसर्च कर रहे हैं तो उसकी डेटा कलेक्शन के लिए।
अच्छा अच्छा, चलो जल्दी आ जाओ।
ठीक है। मलाका चले।
थैंक यू सर फॉर योर कोऑपरेशन, आपने हमारी डेटा कलेक्शन में बहुत मदद की।
नो प्रॉब्लम बेटा, एनी टाइम।
क्या हुआ महेश, किसकी कॉल थी?
सर अपडेट पूछ रहे हैं डेटा कलेक्शन की।
अच्छा, आज तो काफ़ी डेटा कलेक्ट हो गया है, मगर अभी भी कुछ स्कूल रहते हैं। मुझे लगता है नेक्स्ट वीक भी हमारा इसी तरह मसरूफ रहेगा।
हाँ लेकिन अब एनालिसिस का भी सोचना होगा वरना कन्फ्यूजन हो जाएगी।
तो फिर चलो सर को जाके मिलते हैं, ये अपडेट भी देते हैं और मजीद उनसे गाइडलाइंस भी लेते हैं।
क्लासेस बहुत अच्छी जा रही है, आप बताएं आपका स्केड्यूल बन गया?
हाँ मेरा भी स्केड्यूल सही चल रहा है।
क्या हुआ सर?
पता नहीं मेरी अचानक से सांस रुक गई है।
सर आपकी तबीयत ठीक नहीं लग रही है। क्या हुआ सर, क्या हुआ? कोई है हेल्प?
क्या हुआ?
कोई है? पता नहीं सर को क्या हुआ है, अचानक से गिर गए।
अच्छा आप तसल्ली रखो।
कमला का कोई एक्सटर्नल इंजरी तो नहीं है?
नहीं, कोई भी एक्सटर्नल इंजरी नहीं है। महेश जल्दी से पल्स चेक करो।
मुझे पल्स तो नहीं मिल रही, लगता है हमें ABC प्रोटोकॉल शुरू करना होगा।
चलो मैं एयरवे मेंटेन करती हूँ, देखती हूँ कोई ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन तो नहीं है बीच में।
चलो मैं CPR स्टार्ट करता हूँ, आप ब्रीथिंग चेक करो।
ओके।
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 5 6।
सर ठीक तो हो जाएंगे ना?
हाँ हाँ आप तसल्ली रखें, हम मेडिकल स्टूडेंट हैं, हम अपनी पूरी कोशिश कर रहे हैं। तब तक आप एम्बुलेंस को कॉल करो।
हेलो रेस्क्यू टीम, लम्स के सामने स्कूल है, वहाँ पर इमरजेंसी हो गई, प्लीज आप आ जाएं।
इन्हें क्या हुआ है?
ये अचानक से गिर गए थे।
हमने इसको फर्स्ट एड दे दिया है, नॉर्मल इसकी जो पल्स आ रही है।
अच्छा हुआ आपने CPR दिया है, अब इसके सर्वाइवल के चांसेस बढ़ गए हैं।
आओ बेटा, मैं आपका ही इंतज़ार कर रहा था। आओ बैठ जाओ। डेटा कलेक्शन कैसा रहा आज का?
सर, आज हमने मज़ीद 2 स्कूल से डेटा कलेक्ट कर लिया है। अब तकरीबन आधा काम मुकम्मल हो चुका है।
जी सर, और बाकी का शेड्यूल भी हमने बना लिया है।
बहुत खूब बेटा।
लेकिन सर, आज हमारे साथ एक बहुत गैर मामूली वाक़या पेश आया है।
क्या हुआ?
सर, जब हम डेटा कलेक्ट करके वापस आ रहे थे तो वहाँ एक शख्स को कार्डियक अरेस्ट का अटैक हुआ था
फिर?
और वो बेहोश हो गया। हमने फ़ौरन उसे ABC प्रोटोकॉल अप्लाई किया, CPR दिया, एयरवे भी मेंटेन की जब तक एम्बुलेंस आई।
बहुत खूब बेटा, मुझे आप पर बहुत फ़ख्र है।
जी सर, हमें लगा कि जो यूनिवर्सिटी के एंड ऑन प्रैक्टिस आप लोगों ने करवाई थी वही हमारे लिए आज सबसे बड़ी मदद साबित हुई।
जी सर, अगर वो CPR और एयरवे ट्रेनिंग ना होती तो आज हम इतने एतमाद से किसी की जान ना बचा पाते।
तुम जानते हो, हमारे ज़माने में ये सब सहूलतें नहीं होती थी। ना लैब की बाकायदा वर्कशॉप, ना हैंड ऑन प्रैक्टिस हिस्सा, ना रिसर्च की तरफ रुझान। हमें बहुत कुछ बाद में जाके सीखना पड़ा। उस वक्त एक अंदरूनी एतमाद की कमी रहती थी जो आज के तलबा को नहीं। हमें वो खुद पर यकीन करना जो आज के हर तलबा को है और होगा, यही मकसद है इन सब नई इनोवेशन का। और देखो, तुम लोगों ने ये साबित कर दिया कि किसी की जान बचाने के लिए ज़रूरी नहीं कि तुम MBBS मुकम्मल कर चुके हो या माहिर डॉक्टर हो। अगर बुनियादें मजबूत हो तो एक मेडिकल स्टूडेंट भी बड़ी जिम्मेदारी निभा सकता है।
हम यही सोच रहे थे कि चलो आज तो हम वहाँ पर मौजूद थे, लेकिन हर जगह पे पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ मौजूद नहीं होता है। इसलिए हम यही वर्कशॉप, यही ट्रेनिंग्स अगर FSC और मैट्रिक लेवल के बच्चों को दें तो ना जाने वो कितने लोगों की जानें बचा सकते हैं।
मैं पूरी कोशिश करूंगा कि आपको इजाज़त लेके दूं और मैं आपको इसमें फुल सपोर्ट भी करूंगा।
कद्रेमान इस एक्ट से हम सबको ये देखने और सीखने को मिलता है कि ऐसी लाइफ सेविंग हैंड्स ऑन प्रैक्टिसेस ना सिर्फ मेडिकल बल्कि नॉन मेडिकल स्टूडेंट्स को भी सिखाई जाएं। और वी आर कॉर्डियली थैंकफुल टू आवर वर्दी वाइस चांसलर प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर इकरामुद्दीन उजन and our whole faculty of our LUMHS for organizing such worthy and fruitful workshops for us. Thank you everyone.
Thank you so much, dear students. Now this brings us to the end of this inaugural ceremony and we'll move on towards the shield distribution ceremony. I would like to request our worthy Vice Chancellor and Patron-in-Chief of Conference, Professor Dr. Ikramuddin Ujjan, along with the conference chairman, Professor Dr. Manzoor Ali Lateef, to please come on the stage for the shield distribution to our esteemed guests. First, I would like to call Mr. Muinuddin Siddiqui, Secretary Sindh Higher Education Commission, to please come on stage and receive his shield. Next, I would like to call Mr. Muhammad Abbas Balot, Secretary, University and Boards Department, Government of Sindh, to please come and receive his shield. Now, I would like to request Professor Dr. Gulshan Ali Maiman, Vice Chancellor, People's University of Medical and Health Sciences for Women, Shahid Benazirabad, to come forward and receive his shield.